So you want to add minty green eggs to your basket? Well, come along with us and we'll show you all the ins and outs of how to do that. Okay, so before I can give you the ins and outs, I'm going to have to find the culprit that lays these. Okay, well, we found the culprit that lays these pretty green eggs, or at least one of them anyway. We only have two here on the homestead. The Swedish Isbar. Not as easy to catch as all our other chickens. They've been around and gentle just as much as the other breeds, but one of our items on our con list for the Swedish Isbar is their flightiness and difficulty to catch, regardless of how they're treated. They're an extremely high energy bird, and they love to free range, and they don't necessarily like to be handled, as you can see. Okay, so here we have our Swedish Isbar, otherwise known as the Silverudd. Most of North America, they're known as the Silverudd. They are, in fact, from Sweden. They were developed there by a priest back in the 50s or so. He actually worked on quite a few different breeds, which is why I think this one didn't get as much attention as it deserved and should have gotten. Anyway, yeah, as you can see, they're quite flighty. These birds were all raised the same way our other birds are, but they just don't like to be handled or held, and they're quite flighty, which makes them good additions to the flock as far as your watchdog birds are. These guys are great at alerting the rest of the flock when there's a predator about or something to worry about. But yeah, they a few things about them we found to not be true. They are supposed to be winter hardy. And we have found that to be untrue. The high comb in the back on their head there makes them super susceptible to frostbite. As you can see, they're not feathered down onto their feet like some of the other bigger breeds, the Brahmas and such, that are more winter hardy. Size-wise, they are a medium-sized bird. They're just a bit larger than the Bantams here, and quite a bit smaller than your Brahma breeds and your Americanas. As you can see here, they are, so they're not necessarily your best choice for dual purpose. They don't have a whole lot of meat on them. Their egg laying is quite sporadic, or so we found. And again, these all could just be factors of poor breeding practices. It's hard to say, but their egg laying seems to fall late into the season. Right in line with their molting. So you get a few eggs from them, but we find that as soon as they start molting, their egg production drops, and yeah, it's not very beneficial. So they're not really earning their keep in that respect. Even when they are laying, it's impossible to find their eggs because they don't use the nesting boxes. Even in winter, we don't get much out of them, and you can't find their eggs anywhere. And in summer, forget it, you'll never find their eggs. So if you genuinely like Easter egg hunting, you will enjoy this breed because they will have you looking for their eggs every day, especially if they're free ranging. They're not the most sociable, so we have had issues with them at night. Most of the birds seem to get along pretty well when you get them up on their stoops for the evening. These two, our two, will tend to fight and bicker with each other and bicker with the other birds. So we found that to be a bit of a nuisance. And we love all our animals and all our birds, but man, did we draw the unlucky card with these two. If you're in a municipality or a town and they allow you to have chickens and you're considering different breeds before you go out and get chickens, I would consider maybe moving past this particular breed because of the confinement issues and the noise. You may find that your neighbors may not be fond of them as much as you are. So take that into consideration. It can wear on you. It can wear on you when you're in the barn working for a few hours listening to that nonstop. You'll be having second thoughts about keeping the breed. That's for sure. I'm not intending to ruffle any feathers or come down on the breed. We love all our chickens equally. So this is just our experiences with these two particular Isbar. All right. Well, thanks for watching and letting us share our experience with the Swedish Isbar. And again, I hope we don't upset anybody. And if you do keep this breed, please let us know that we just got a bad batch of Swedish Isbar, because I really like the bird. I love having the variety. We love the green eggs. But if these characteristics are only to these two, and they're not like that at all. I'd love to hear from you. So let us know down in the comments. And if you want to hear more about our other breeds, hit that subscribe button, and our videos will just pop up. It won't cost you anything, and there's no harm in it. Just click that little button, and every time we make a video or we have a video that is new, that it'll pop up on your feed there.